Morning, guys. Rained out last night. Pretty good rainstorm. Slept really well. So, we haven't done a Abel build episode for a bit, and I came across something that I think you guys are gonna like. Let me show you what I got. Okay. That seems to be my life lately, is waiting for mail. Okay. So, some of you may be familiar with the Wii Boost by Wilson. I'm going to let you in on a little tip here. If you get the older version of their booster that has 4G capability, it is no different than the $600, $700, $800 version that they currently have out that's labeled Wii Boost. So, I'll give you an example. If you were to buy the trucker kit, the Wii Boost trucker kit that comes with this antenna and the booster, it's anywhere from $500 to $700 depending on where you get it and what little accessories it comes with. I got this for $66 shipped, the antenna, and then this booster was $200 shipped. Now this is an older model. I don't even know if the model number comes up on here. This might be it. That might be the model number. 460108. But we're going to get this installed on Abel today. I've got to do a little bit of research to figure out where I want to put this. I'm thinking that this will mount on the zombie armor that I put on the mini split on the outside of the shelter, and then I'll have to put in a watertight fitting to get the antenna through and then get the booster installed somewhere in the shelter, which would probably be pretty easy, but like I said, we'll have to figure that out. So let's get started. Well guys, this part turned out way better than I expected. The base is kind of armored now with this bracket here, which works out good, and the antenna has full swing, so if I hit any branches or anything, it can stretch back, forward, any direction it wants with that spring on it. So that worked out really good. I did have to drill quite a few holes in that to get that bracket to line up, and then I ran it through the unistrut and then through a CGB connector to make it watertight, so all the wiring is protected too. Okay, back here everything worked out really well. I ran the antenna cable all the way from our vent over there up, around, and through using the existing saddle straps. Mounted the booster right there and then ran the antenna right here. Now the instructions say that they want this at least 18 inches away from your face or your head or whatever the case may be. And then it has a radius of a strong signal at 6 feet and then a medium signal at 8 to 10 feet. So there's really no way to test this in town because we have plenty of cell signal here. However, if you don't space this antenna and the outside antenna at least 8 feet apart, it can make the booster flash a red light, which means that you need to reposition your antennas. So let's turn it on and just do a power up test. I ran it to a spare switch that we had here in this box, and the fuse that comes in the transformer is like 2 amps. So this thing doesn't use very much power. It's 6 volts at 2 amps. So that's kind of not a very power hungry device, but here we go. So as long as they stay green, your antennas are spaced apart correctly, and the unit's is working the way it should as long as all those lights are on. So like I said, well, we won't be able to test this here in town, but in an upcoming episode of Adventures with Abel, we'll do a comparison and see what the signal strength is inside the shelter here without it off and then with it on. Or wow, I just said two of the same things. With it off and with it on, we'll do the test. So, but other than that, guys, I think that's going to be it for this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. But as always, guys, take care and I'll catch you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.